Hello and welcome to another current conversation video. I am your host Dan, and with me today I have Alex.
Hello!
Alex, today we are talking about the latest addition to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, that is Pyra and Mythra, in case people weren't already aware, from Xenoblade Chronicles 2. They are now the fourth, I think, aren't they? In the
Yes, they're the fourth in Fighters Pass 2.
Yes, so we have two left, which we'll get onto that later on in this discussion, but we just want to kind of touch on our thoughts on what we think about this new edition. So, Alex, did you want to go first on what you think of Pyra and Mythra?
Oh my god, I was absolutely both shocked, surprised, and delighted at this inclusion. Because in our prediction video we did in June 2020, the very first prediction I did, and I never gave up hope that I held on that we were going to see a Xenoblade 2 rep, particularly Rex and Pyra. And even though it didn't go exactly how I thought it was going to go, like, you play as Pyra and Mythra, but not Rex, I am absolutely chuffed that, it happened at the end of the day. One of my most wanted predictions became a reality, and it was the same feeling I had with Joker and Banjo-Kazooie, where, like, the impossible becomes possible. Like, yeah. Xenoblade 2 wasn't irrelevant, it's still in the mind of Sakurai. It's one of my most exciting additions to the roster. How did you react to it when you watched the trailer?
So, when it actually opens up and it's Xenoblade Chronicles 2, it was my first reaction was, this is Smash Brothers, because there's no way they're going to be doing DLC for Xenoblade Chronicles 2 this late. At least I didn't think they would. I don't think there would be like any kind of like new content for this, because Xenoblade is, every game is a bit like Final Fantasy. They're all sort of separate, not separate universes necessarily, but they're very separate stories with new characters. So that was my first reaction was, oh, this is Smash. And especially with like where it's Rex walking around going, where's Pyra? Pyra's gone missing. And I was like, yeah, she's in Smash. Okay, Pyra's a new character. The first reaction after that I thought was like, okay, Alex, I bet is freaking out, because I know when we've done the discussions of this before in our predictions, both times we've done the two Fighters Pass predictions, you had Rex and Pyra. And I know obviously it isn't Rex, but you got your Pyra wish.
Yes, one of the first things in my head when she was revealed was that I was the first one to predict it right in the second pass. Is that feeling of like, my prediction gone through despite the doubts. It's funny you mention the trailer when you thought this is Smash Bros, because I feel very slow when I say this, but when I first saw Xenoblade, I thought, okay, is this an expansion? Because one, there was like no Smash Bros animation or anything like that, and two, normally in a Smash Bros announcement the Smash logo shows up right before, the reveal trailer, but that did not happen with the Xenoblade 2 one, and the direct just started off straight up with Xenoblade 2. This did not make me think it was going to be a Smash trailer, and with the fact that, there was already doubts about a Xenoblade 2 inclusion, so when I saw like Rex looking for Pyra, I thought, okay, is this like some sort of expansion, or is this like a solo story? Because I know they did Torna in 2018, but like, remember when they revealed Isabelle? Like, that wasn't Isabelle's first reveal. Wasn't like, okay, here's the Smash logo, and then it's just Isabelle walking around. Everyone at the time thought that was the new Animal Crossing being revealed, and everyone actually was like sort of disappointed at the time because we didn't know about New Horizons at that specific moment. Yeah, everyone was disappointed, thinking, oh, is this a new Animal Crossing? And obviously it was Isabelle. But I like the way they do that, where it sort of opens up and you don't know what it is, and it's like, because they do like to lead with Smash Brothers. They've done that quite a few things. Even in the Game Awards, they started with Smash. Yes.
I knew we were going to get Smash in this, so as soon as it opened up, I was like, okay, well, here's the Smash character. It has to be.
Yeah, like, that's true, because at least with Isabelle, there was, like, Simon Belmont revealed in the same trailer, so it was like, I kind of expect Isabelle, but with the Nintendo Direct, it could be just anything. When Nintendo announced the Direct on their Twitter page, they mentioned new information on Smash Bros. They didn't say a new character, so that threw me off, thinking that, okay, are they doing some of the Xenoblade 2, when Rex was looking for Pyra? Then on my Discord, my friends were saying, I think I can see where this is going, and I was like, where is it going? And when Pyra says, I've got into Smash, I freaked the hell out. It's actually happening, like, out of the blue, like, Pyra's in Smash Bros. That was just like an incredibly out of left field thing for me, because I love Xenoblade 2 a lot, and I was still interested in what they were showing in the trailer, but then when it showed Smash Bros, I was like, I'm done. I don't know if I can watch the rest of the Direct. I'm too giddy to give off any sane reaction right now.
So, like, for Pyra, for you, this is your the best pick for you in this Fighters Pass so far, in Fighters Pass 2.
I would say that out of the four we've had so far, it's definitely one of the picks I wanted to see the most, and definitely one that I'm hyped about so far, assuming the next two, it might be Sora, for all we know. I mean, even though, like, Sora is still I will go ballistic if Sora gets announced, but Pyra came close, because that was one I never thought was going to happen. There was doubts about it happening. I'm so pleased I didn't lose hope hope, of Pyra coming into Smash.
You did share a clip from when we did our predictions in, what was it, like October 2018 or something? That was like, 2.5 years ago. And you mentioned Rex and Pyra, and I said, and I'm quite happy that when you shared this, because I was like, oh, I actually said it in that video because you were going about like Elma from Xenoblade X.
I did, yeah.
They're not going to have Elma, but they might have a Xenoblade Chronicles 2 character. So even though it's a humble brag here, but I did kind of say that at least. I said if we're going to get another Xenoblade character, it will be from Xenoblade 2.
Yeah, in that sense, you did predict it correctly. Even with Elma, I was kind of doubtful as much as I wouldn't have minded Elma, because Xenoblade X, unlike 2, I think X's ship has sailed in a, more so, because there's still no sign of a Switch port, and that was on the Wii U, but Xenoblade 2 sold way more, and, like with Byleth, it kind of feels like a marketing decision from Nintendo to like, okay, we want to make this franchise even bigger, so let's add more attention to put Pyra and Mythra in Smash. By the way, speaking of Byleth, another big issue I had with Byleth's trailer was that it showed the Smash logo, but then it showed Three Houses footage, and right there, you knew it was going to be Byleth. There was not much of a surprise or not much impact, but I'm so glad they didn't do that with this, because if they showed the Smash logo at the start, it would have still been excited, but I wouldn't have freaked out as hard when Pyra held up the Smash invitation and it just came out of nowhere.
And the character, we're getting this character getting Pyra in March, right?
Yes, it's sooner than I was expecting.
Yes.
Although then again, I say that because I was expecting maybe April if they're going to spread them out by the April.
So, in that sense then, who do we think are going to be the final 2 characters?
Now, this is Sakurai we're talking about. This guy is unpredictable. If this pass has taught us anything, is that he thinks outside the box, because we all expected Rex to be the next, Xenoblade rep, but no, it's Pyra and Mythra, because in Xenoblade 2, you don't control Pyra and Mythra, you control Rex through normal gameplay, so that's why we thought it was going to be, but Sakurai does something different. Granted, he did get a Mii costume, so this is similar to Springman when he got a Mii costume, but they put Min Min instead. If it was the next 2, now, it's definitely hard to say, because there is characters like Waluigi that people want so bad, but as he's an assist and Springman didn't come in, it's like maybe he's going to be stuck as assist, so...
For me, I think that, the 2 that are left, this is a bold prediction, maybe. I think the last 2 are going to be third-party characters.
Yep.
I think that we're going to see another Sega character, because we haven't seen a Sega character since Joker in Fighter Pass 1. We have seen 2 Square characters. We saw one in Fighter Pass 1, in the Dragon Quest Hero, and then Sephiroth in Fighter Pass 2. We've seen 2 Microsoft characters in Banjo in Fighter Pass 1 and Minecraft Steve in Fighter Pass 2, because we've got Joker from Sega, Atlas, whatever. I think we're going to get either another Sega/Atlas character.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually. I'm not going to lie, I've not heard this point a lot, because Pyra and Mythra, in a sense, could be this pass's Byleth, an anime swords person.
From Nintendo.
I mean, you could say Sephiroth is that, but he's a Square character, and the last pass had a Square character.
Exactly. I think that the other one, it's so heavily rumoured, and I think this is a boring pick in general, and also for me to say, but I do think we're going to get a Monster Hunter.
I wouldn't be too surprised if we got a Monster Hunter, and the last one, we didn't get a Capcom one, did we?
No, we didn't. This would be the first Capcom character since, guess Ken, the first new character since Ken.
To be honest, I don't think there's anyone from Capcom I really want to see in.
I want to see a Resident Evil character. If you were to say to me, here's a Capcom character, you can have any Capcom character, I would say Leon or Chris Redfield or Jill Valentine. One of those 3 from Resident Evil I think would be perfect for, well, I say perfect because it'd be difficult because they're quite sort of realistic looking characters, but yeah.
Yeah, I was literally about to say Resident Evil would be one series that I'm not familiar with, but I am aware of the characters, so if I had to get another character, maybe Resident Evil would be a good pick. And what about Devil May Cry?
Yeah, that's another, I would love to see Dante. I'm not the biggest DMC fan or anything, but I've played a couple of the games. But yeah, I think Dante would be, especially because of Bayonetta as well being in there. That would be such a cool trailer to have, Bayonetta, then all of a sudden Dante shows up out of nowhere because everyone wants to see that versus matchup. So that would be cool.
I'm not a big Monster Hunter fan, but even I wouldn't mind seeing Monster Hunter because I know it's a big deal and it's a big franchise. And
you would easily have you'd have the male and female counterparts, and you could have, and they'd just be called the Monster Hunter. They wouldn't be called any specific name. And you would have probably different armor sets for different skins, which kind of similar to how I guess Minecraft Steve or even Erdrick from Dragon Quest Warrior, having different sort of armor sets. I guess I reckon you could do that for Monster Hunter,
especially with Monster Hunter Rise on the horizon.
Exactly.
And Monster Hunter Stories.
This would be this Fighter Pass's equivalent of the Dragon Quest one, because Nintendo were really pushing Dragon Quest 11 coming to Switch at the same time, and it was here's Dragon Quest 11 and here's Dragon Quest Fighter.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So I think we'll wrap it up here. Let us know, people, what you think of the inclusion of Pyra. As you can tell, Alex really loves the inclusion. I'm happy for Alex. I'm happy for anyone, but me personally, I don't have any attachment to Xenoblade 2. But yeah, let us know also on what you think the last 2 characters will be. Like, I'm gonna go with Monster Hunter and I reckon a Sega character, but I don't know specifically. But yeah.
Yeah. As for my last 2 characters, I know I've held off Sora, but I would love to do Sora. But if I had to pick the likeliest, it would be Rayman, and Lloyd would be the likeliest of the 2. But otherwise, it could be Dante, like you say, or it could be Doom Guy or Crash Bandicoot. I'll be open to whichever. So yeah.
Rayman would be a great pick also because we've seen stuff from Ubisoft, in Smash Bros. Ultimate, but we haven't actually had a character from them.
And spirits don't deconfirm it. Min Min and Pyra is proof of that.
Yeah, true, very true. Okay, Alex, thank you for joining me on this, and thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.